I have an incredibly important question.
Hmm.
Can we talk about probate?
Yeah.
When a family member passes away, I have a lot of my clients come to me and they're like, okay, devastating time. Family
Yeah.
member passed away.
Yeah.
We have to sell the property.
Yeah.
Let's get it on the market.
No.
And for me, exactly. For me, I'm like, ooh, no. There is quite the degree of work to happen before that kicks in.
Yes.
So let's say they come to me, I say, ooh, actually, there's a lot to do. Speak to my lawyer, Raluca. I'm
Yeah.
going to send them to you. What happens?
Okay. So first off, unless the person owned property in first dealings, which is the exception I mentioned earlier, where they own property in registry and then it got converted to land titles, and then there's a specific estate planning strategy in place for this. Unless that's the case, most properties need to go through need the certificate of appointment in order to be sold. So an executor cannot sell property because it's still in the deceased name, and the deceased cannot sell property. So you need to have a bridge somewhere. So, and that bridge is called probate. So with probate is essentially applying for certificate of appointment of estate trustee, naming the executor as the official person appointed by the court and by the deceased to administer this estate. And there's a whole process. There's it takes a little bit of time to pull the information together, submit the application to court, submit payment for the estate administration, and then we wait. And then unfortunately, that's why I said earlier, when you say that, the executor wants to sell the property, it's a no, because you need to have the certificate of appointment from the court before you can sell this property. So we wait. We don't know, once we submit the application, we don't know how long the court will take. Toronto courthouse, Toronto Superior Court is very busy. It's probably one of the busiest. One is actually probably the busiest court in the whole of Ontario, and it's very unpredictable how long it will take to get the certificate from them. There was a point in time when it would take longer than a year, and of course, values for real estate would change drastically within that year. The whole market could change, um, so that's why we ideally we want to have the certificate of appointment first before we list the property. But I also understand that sellers want to take advantage of a certain market, or it's summer and properties sell better, they're going to have more views, etc. So you can still list it and you can still receive offers as long as there's a condition in the agreement of purchase and sale that says that the sale is conditional on receiving the certificate of appointment, and without any other sort of conditions, like we have to receive the certificate by so and so date, because it's something that's out of anybody's control. It's just in the hands of the court, and that's that. So there's certain clauses I like to, certain wording I like to see in these clauses in the agreement of purchase and sale, that doesn't bind the seller into something that they can't offer, like promising something that they can't deliver on. Because that leads to a default, and they can't sell the property even though they want to, and then they're going to default under the agreement of purchase and sale, and which estate wants a lawsuit on top of everything, right? That's why it's either you either sell the property with this condition, but then there may be more negotiation on price, because you don't know when the closing date will be. Is it 3 months from now? Is it 6 months from now? You don't know. Or you just wait, you get the certificate, and then you can commit to a date, a closing date, no problem.